Let's talk about Crocoin, and let's talk about Crypto.com versus the SEC, because we saw Chris Marziak, the CEO of Crypto.com, and the Crypto.com team come out and say that, yes, we got a Wells notice from the SEC, but we're going to sue them, and this is going to be a case to protect crypto in America. Was that just posturing? Was that just language? Well, some journalists out there believe that this is actually a very significant case, and there's some reasons as to why this crypto case between Crypto.com and the SEC is a very impactful lawsuit that Crypto.com is putting forward here. I want to talk about it in this video, and of course, I want to talk about the CRO token and the price action that we're getting right now, and we'll also take a look at the Cronos meme coin ecosystem, and we'll just look at the whole thing. So welcome back, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's hop right into this one. Bitcoin this morning is at, well, this afternoon, whenever you're watching this video. Right now, at the time of this recording, Bitcoin's at $68,000. It is up over the last week. You guys know that by now. And right now, we are breaking out into potentially a new all-time high soon. Here was the previous all-time high in March of 2024. We are breaking out of this range, as I've been discussing. I talked about it in my Jasmine video earlier today. Looking for a mega altcoin rally. If you want Crocoin to explode, I do too. Crocoin's valuation versus Bitcoin has been coming down as of late. Here are the weekly candles. You can see Bitcoin versus Cro. The Crocoin Bitcoin pairing has made a new low versus Bitcoin. Is this super shocking? No. Why? Because if you look at Ethereum right now and you look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin, it has just steadily been coming down all the way since June of 2017, believe it or not, actually. Really. Now, that's a bad example. Let's actually go from the peak of the last bull market, because it seems like Bitcoin is actually over time showing more strength versus Ethereum, which is interesting. But going to the peak of the last bull market, which was right around December of 2021, we have come down 58% for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, as I mentioned in my Jasmine video, which means altcoins in general are weak. When will altcoins do things like this again? When will Ethereum go up versus Bitcoin again? When will Crocoin go up versus Bitcoin again? When will we have these beautiful moments? When will we see a moment like this where Crocoin outperforms Bitcoin like altcoins are supposed to do? Well, the answer, guys, is when Bitcoin breaks the price discovery mode, total market cap goes up, Ethereum gets stronger versus Bitcoin, and then Crocoin will get stronger versus Bitcoin as well. And at that point, you guys know, as I've mentioned many times, that we have a lot of potential for a ton of upside for Crocoin versus Bitcoin. Whether we come up here to a lower high, which Ethereum looks like it's been doing, so this is possible, or maybe we come up to the all-time high of Crocoin versus Bitcoin. Well, here's one thing that changes the game in the conversation for crypto and Crypto.com. Crypto.com versus the SEC. This is very, very interesting. Here's an opinion article from CoinDesk. Crypto.com versus the SEC is a bold bet the company case. Now, recently, they moved their headquarters over to Texas, the U.S. headquarters over to Texas. This is a very interesting case because if I can just kind of skim down to the bottom of this, I read this whole thing, but the key here is that, if they can win this case in Texas, it would go to the Fifth Circuit Court, which the SEC is most fearful of, allegedly. And then if it wins in that court, it would go to the Supreme Court, where, according to this journalist, would have a sympathetic panel and one of the most experienced appellate attorneys in the country to make the case. So this opinion article from CoinDesk really likes the attorney. Here you go. You don't hire U.S. Solicitor General Noah Francisco for posture. You hire him to go to war, they say here. This is the attorney that's going to be battling for Crypto.com. Is this a case that's really going to change the conversation for crypto overall? Well, the conversation is, this. The SEC is going after this whole, operating as an unregistered broker-dealer and securities clearing agency. And so Crypto.com really wants to go after the SEC here in saying that right here, the whole Crypto.com argues that this category is made up out of a whole cloth and cannot form a cognate basis for enforcement authority consistent with the Administrative Procedure Act, the APA. The company cites case law from New York and D.C. district courts saying much the same, that it is necessary to distinguish between the digital coins themselves and the offers to sell them, and that secondary market sales of cryptocurrencies are not investment contracts. This argument dismantles the SEC's entire argument in general versus Ripple versus Uniswap versus all the different firms out there, Coinbase. And this would be a detrimental blow to the SEC. And this could be the catalyst to really get Gary Gensler out of business. Okay. So it's a big case. Now, if they win this case, it could prove to be very bullish for crypto as well. Now, we are currently in a very bullish time. October is historically very bullish. So yes, Bitcoin's at 68K. Things are looking great. Altcoin pairings are low, but that's not surprising in my opinion, because as I just showed you, Ethereum is down versus Bitcoin. Crocoin's down versus Bitcoin. This is all to be expected. We're in the post-halving year now, presidential election year. Bitcoin has tapped a new high, but hasn't gone into price discovery mode yet. Total market cap has not gone to price discovery mode. When price discovery mode happens for total market cap, crypto can break out. This case is good timing, I think. It could damage crypto.com, and I think arguably right now, Crocoin is making new lows versus Bitcoin because of this case between the SEC and crypto.com, but in the long run, I think it could be good, especially if they win. Maybe not so good if they don't win, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But here we are in October. Things are moving up. We're heading in the right direction. Don't forget, guys, 21% moves on average upward in October and 46% gains on average in November as well, which those moves would put Bitcoin to new highs. That would put the total market cap to new highs, and that would likely get Crocoin versus Bitcoin moving and shaking again. Now, if you look over at the Cronos ecosystem, I love to look at the Cronos ecosystem. We have been talking a lot about the memes on Cronos lately. Crow with Knife had a very big pump after a campaign from crypto.com where they're doing a bunch of Bitcoin giveaways for people that buy a Crow with Knife. That's the power of getting listed on a centralized exchange. Look at the pump that it got from that. It's getting a little bit of a sell-off as Bitcoin is kind of in a hesitation. Whether or not it's going to break through the 68K level, we'll have to stay posted on that. Mystery Mary token is holding strong above the $10 million price level, still holding on this green weekly candle, which comes to a close tomorrow night. We'll see how this shakes out. Not crazy pumps going on in this ecosystem right now. Not super surprising, but I'll tell you this. If Bitcoin can enter price discovery mode and we can see them, continue to have success. Look at them listing more meme coins. I would like to see them list Mystery Mary token on crypto.com as well. They're listing the Mudang coin from Solana. I'd love to see them list Mary token like they listed Ka. But I think this exchange has a bright future. Its volumes have been outpacing some of its competitors. Its growth has been outpacing some of its competitors. It's looking pretty good. And if this case is going to be successful, I think it will help the crypto.com name. I think it will help the Cronos chain, which is currently at rank number 19, up a little bit in a month with $407 million locked up in total value. But the key is here, guys, back to Bitcoin as it should be. $68,100 at the time of this recording. Let's hope we get a breakout past 70K soon. If we can break through $74,000, I think the Crocoin will officially, truly bottom versus Bitcoin's valuation. I think that Ethereum versus Bitcoin will show more strength. Our total market cap will explode. Once we break through $3 trillion, we're going to have trillions on trillions of dollars, possibly an additional 3 or an additional 6 or $7 trillion that flow into the crypto space, and a coin like Crow, which is currently ranked number 43 in all of crypto, at a $2 billion market cap, with trillions flowing into the crypto space, especially if they win this argument in court versus the SEC. A $2 billion coin like Crow, such dominating exchange, really, it has a ton of upside. $1, $2, $5. I believe in those numbers. Do you guys still believe in them? That's all I got in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Please know nothing's financial advice here. It's just not how we do it. If you guys want to trade Crocoin for yourselves, a great place to leverage trade it is Blowfin. You can sign up using our link in the description down below and pinned in the comment section as well. That's all I got in this one. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. DCA Hodl. 2 videos right here if you want to check them out. I'll see you next time, y'all. Peace.